Second pillar is going to be IGA. Our leaders know what this is, but it's income generating activities. You have to do just like every other business in existence, every other multi-million dollar, multi-billion dollar business that's in existence. You have to sell a product or sell a service. You only get paid when somebody buys a product or buys a service. So that's the same thing with us, whether you have one person on your team or like John, who had over 19,000 distributors in his organization and his previous business venture, you're only going to get paid when you do one of those two things. So that someone can be someone on your waiting list. You want to build your waiting list, promote the products, and encourage people to buy them and try them for themselves. It can be someone on your team, someone who has signed up as a driver, who may be on the fence about, do I want to take this serious? Do I want to actually go headfirst into this? Or do I want to spend my money on these products? You want to promote the products, promote the results of the products. So those are the two someones that they can be. But your energy and efforts should be focused on the activities that end with one of those outcomes. So you don't want to be sitting around organizing business cards. You don't want to be sitting around thinking about getting ready to preparing to contact somebody or go out and plan an event and do that. You need to do the things that lead to the outcomes of someone buying a product or paying for a service. And with us, it's either signing up as a driver or a test driver. You want to make sure that they understand in order to be active in this business, they're going to sign up for that auto ship, the minimum $65. There's not another opportunity that I know of that you can sign up for an auto ship for less than $65 and get as much as we get for the value that they provided at StoplightGO. So I'm going to go on to the next one, because this is what I think I'm going to focus most of my energy on this right here, because when it comes to the actions we should be taking, a lot of people in business are drifting. They don't know exactly what they should be doing, hoping that they somehow get this information by osmosis. But you have to have a track to run on. You have to have what we call a DMO, a daily method of operations. And you have to be doing one of these things whenever it comes to operating your business. So very first thing is prospecting. You have to be talking to people. You have to be generating some type of leads, some type of interest in what we're doing. And so if you're not like Chad, if you're not like Christina, and you're not able to just strike up a conversation, you need to be doing something else. But you need to be doing something that's going to help you with getting in front of people and getting eyeballs on your websites. Posting on social media, that's something that Terry brought up last night. Dave is hounding that into our heads. Post, 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 share, share, share. Post on social media. People are looking. They may not always be commenting. They may not always be following up with you, but they're looking. And you're gonna post enough, and it's bound to happen. Just pure numbers show that it's bound to happen. Somebody's gonna say, you know what? I've been seeing you post about this. What is this? I just want to get a little more information. So keep posting. If you're not gonna be like Chad, you're not gonna be like Christina, who gets up and gets into a parade and starts handing out flyers. Congratulations, Christina. That was awesome. I don't know if y'all saw her post, but that was awesome. Okay. Generating or buying leads. If you're not going to take the time to learn how social media works, there's paid advertising, there's organic advertising. You have to do something. If you don't have people to talk to, people to look at your business, your website, you're not going to have customers. You need to contact those people who have shown an interest, that you struck up a conversation with, or you've exchanged information with. You need to call them by the phone, which is the old school way. That's the best way to contact somebody, or email them. If they prefer email, do that, or text. People are more likely to pick up or look at a text and respond to a text than they are to answer the phone, especially nowadays. Or DM. If you're doing social media, if you're doing Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, direct message them. Follow up with them, contact them. Don't just leave it to chance that they're going to be so enthralled with your personality or your character that they can't sleep at night. I got to hurry up and get back on the phone with Dave. I got to get back on the phone with Roger. I need to figure out what it is that he has. No, you need to take the initiative, reach out to them and contact them. Then presentation. They need to know what it is that we have. Your prospects, or the people who may show an interest in what we're doing, there needs to be a presentation. We have right now, our founder, Mark Seaforth, is doing presentations for you. He is the best person in the company to be doing the presentation. Let him work for you. He is a multi-millionaire. He is doing the work for you. Plug in, leverage him, his time, and have him present to your prospects. And then on Thursday, tomorrow, we have John, who's going to be doing another opportunity. He has a great setup, great energy, great information that he shares, and he makes it practical. You don't have to do this by yourself. We have a presentation that's being done for you. We have product overviews. I wasn't even expecting this, but I saw the email earlier this morning. They talked about, we had special guests when we were talking about the acai, but we also have product overviews, people who talk about the products that we sell, the products that we offer. It's not going to be the exact same day or week each month, but every so often we're going to have guests on these corporate calls that are going to talk about the products that you have in your store. So you want people in front of that information. You don't have to try to memorize all that information or carry around a notebook so that you have all that information in the back of your mind or be at your fingertips. Put them on the calls, invite them to the calls. And I hate to say this, but you could be washing dishes, washing clothes, doing chores while somebody else is learning about your products. Get them on the Zooms so that they know what it is you sell. And then we have websites. They just came out with the landing pages for the opportunity, for the products. These are tools that you have in your store or your back office that you can share. You don't have to know how to present like John. You don't have to be articulate like David. Get the tools out and let them do the work for you. And then the follow-up. The fortune is in the follow-up. We all have heard that. If we've been in network marketing for any amount of time, we all heard the fortune is in the follow-up. Utilize the 3 ways with your leaders, with your partners. Nobody is above doing 3 ways. Chad shared with me that he had somebody on his team do a 3-way with him. I have Chad do 3 ways with me. To be honest, it's the simplest way to leverage credibility in this company because you can edify your team member, you can learn from your leader, and the person who you're speaking to isn't going to have to only take your word for it. They're going to hear it from somebody else, and that's just going to build the belief in their mind. So you need to make sure you follow up and then repeat that process. When it comes to you engaging someone, you want to make sure you're prospecting. Drum up new business, just like any type of dentist, real estate agent, any profession where they have to provide a service or sell a product. They have to get people interested in their products, in their service. McDonald's knows that you know where they are. They know you know where the closest location is. You know who still puts millions and millions of dollars into commercial advertising? McDonald's. So you have to do something that's going to get people interested and willing and open to talk to you. So repeat that process. Make sure that people have a way of finding out where you are. If you open a business, let's say it's a shoe store or a restaurant, you never say anything to anybody, nobody's coming to your shoe store or your restaurant. So you have to start this process all over. And again, it's income generating activities that are going to lead to people knowing who you are. You have to get into some type of conversation where that you can help them understand, hey, we have a Zoom this Wednesday. We have a Zoom this Thursday. This is how you can find out about the information. And that's where the presentation is going to be done for you. And then follow up. Hey, what did you like best? Like Chad says, what did you love? What did you learn? Hey, follow up. If you're not comfortable, use your team, use your leaders. They are willing and ready to work for you. So income generating activities. And then